Hey, greetings, you guys out there. Sunday night. Been working on some projects, but tonight I want to talk about a variety of things. I don't know how long this video is going to be. We're just going to start building and we're going to go from there. Now, I did talk about tapping out this right here, and we're going to do that because sometimes you break a wheel off. And when that happens, you got to be able to repair that. Now, let's see here. There we go. You want to find a drill bit the same diameter as this right here. It's going to take a little while to do this, but we'll get it done pretty quick. And to get it started, sometimes you can take your knife and just kind of work it like so. Get in the middle of that. Just start working it like so. You're going to feel it going in a little bit. Please be careful with this because you can run it through your fingers. And I don't see you guys do that. So, okay, well, we got it started. All right. You want to take your drill bit. And start drilling in kind of an angle. You may want to twist it around a little bit. It ain't going to hurt anything. Just kind of start turning it. Already material is coming out of that, out of the rim. Yeah, I broke this off last week. You know, it's just something that you have to, you're not planning to have happen. Okay, then drop that. Take your knife. And what you're basically going, if you're going to see this right here, you're breaking up the pin that's in there. See it? Just like that. We're almost out, almost all the way. Going to bring it in. Okay, we're almost out all the way. There we go. We're almost there. Okay, now you're going to see that we have a little bit of pen left right there. Don't just take your knife. Okay, this all pop out. Just like that. You just want to, like so. Take your drill, start drilling in. We want to be careful here. Don't go all the way through though. That's how I will get the rim done. Okay. Now, yeah, we're going to need to take the knife. Go in, clean the hole out. Like that. Just like that. Okay, we're getting cleaned out. And you're going to look and see there. You'll see how I got all that out of there. Okay, we're good on that. Now, we got to deal with the hub. And it's going to be the same concept, really. What we're going to do is, we're going to take this. Make sure you have your fingers behind this. Okay. Start our knife. Don't push super hard because you really don't have to. And if you want to, just keep your fingers down on the blade. That way you got more control. Okay, already you can see there's a hole right there. Okay. All right. We're going to keep on, but going very, very slow. Once again, watch hands. Don't want to get the knife to poke you or cut you. We don't need that. Okay, then we're going to take the drill. The drill in there. We're just going to work is. Just take your time. There's no rush, you know. Just take your time with this. Sometimes you just have to do this because it's the only way you're going to be able to repair this. At least it works for me. It has over the years and always will. Okay, then you want to take your knife again. Because right now, all we're doing is we are getting out. Yeah, there we go. All the material in that so we can put a new one in. And once we get a new one in, once we put a new one, you can see all the material coming out. Okay. There we go. Just like that. There we go. Now you're that far in. And that's a good thing. Just double check. Because that's how far your pen is going to be going into this. We'll back out again, double check it. Looking pretty good. Take your knife in. Just like that. Now, we got to figure out a pen. You can get this at Hobby Lobby. You can buy these at Hobby Town. And we're going to go to this. This is our go-to glue right here for this project. Now, I have to sit there and figure out by putting this through there like so. Okay. And we need to do something with that. What will happen sometimes, I've got a little bit of pen in here. I don't like it because what's going to happen, it's going to throw off the way it sets. We don't want that. Just come in like this and just, yeah, it's a lot better. We may take a little bit more out because why not? Yeah, it's going to be good right there. Okay, now you want to take this, put it in, and we're going to have to figure out by putting it into this how much we're going to need. So we're going to need about that much. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to need about that much right there into the rim. So we're going to go ahead. All right, take your X knife, roll this. Okay, there you go. There's your pen right there. That's going to be your pen. Now, before you get too proud, just make sure, because right now that's going to be more than we need for the rim. Even with the rim on that, you're going to see that. It's going to work. So we need to take off about that much. And all this is really doing is stabilizing the, making everything stronger. There we go. And you want to take it. It's real bendable material, but that's when you take this, put it in. Okay. I think that's going to be too big on that side, and that's okay. We're not going to worry about it. Then we're going to take this, put it in. That is going to be perfect. Okay, now what are we going to do? We're going to do the glue thing. This is go-to. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. Highly recommended. I like it. It's good stuff. I want to make sure that all the stuff is off of the hub as much as possible. And we got a situation right here with that. Come in with your knife. Just like that. Kind of scrape around a little bit. It ain't going to hurt. Okay. Alright, now you want to take your glue. Fill it up with the glue. And always make sure you wipe your tip off. Because if you don't, you'll have a bottle that the super glue that'll be actually be glued so bad it won't be funny. Okay, then you want to take this, insert that into that, like like so. Make sure it bottomed out. Just like that. That's what you want. And you use your knife to make sure that it's straight. What that is straight is you can get that. Let it set for a few minutes. This is good stuff, and it's a tubing. We're going to be making some dipsticks out of these tonight. So hang in there. That is coming next. Now, there's some painting here that has to be done later. It won't happen now, but it is going to happen. There's some white areas up in here on the rim. And we need to do something with that, and we will. Okay, this is going to set for maybe about 2 minutes, give or take. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this together. And you want to take the rim, glue down inside, let it set. Okay, now let that set for about 2 or 3 minutes. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead, tip it over, and that one's coming off too. That's all right. All right, it's going to be just like that. And we just want to let that sit. And it's going to take a little while. We need to re-glue that one too, by the way. But anyway, that's how you fix a pen that is broken on one of these. Doesn't take long, but once it dries, it's good. We're going to remove this, put this over here to dry. Okay, next thing. All right, well, we worked on cabs today, and boy, what a day it's been on that. Use some of these weathering sets for that, and you can get these at Hobby Lobby. Now, with that being what it is, rubbed it in, worked it out. It looks like warm paint. That is what I'm trying to achieve. We haven't put decals on this. You'll see some white here on the back. We're going to do some things with this, and I'm going to show you. Okay, bare metal happens, and you just take your pencil, like so. Now, if you get too much, just take your eraser, work it in, work it out. Anyway, we've got more to build up on. I'm going to work on that. These cabs are just about 100% done. I'm very excited about that because I've been working on these cabs for over a month, and it has been difficult. There's been some ups and downs. This is an amazing kit to build. But with that being said, the problem we run into obviously is a seam down on the side. Not too bad. It's livable. I can live with that. I am not a putty nut. Some guys love it. I don't. Sometimes you got to have it. It's just part of building models. Now, this is the other one. And if you look, I've got kind of like a scratch right up here on the roof. And we're going to put some more silver down in that. I'm going to take pencil. I'll show you this. Just like that. And then if you get some outside it, just kind of take your eraser and fix it. Okay, we got a spot right there on the edge. You see this right here? You're going to have to put some pressure on it. It ain't going to hurt anything. Just kind of go in a circular motion. Just like that. Okay, then take your eraser, work it out, because it's going to be a little heavy. It's okay. That's what it's going to look like. And that's how I'm doing this. It just gives it some realism. I mean, sometimes these cabs can get damaged a little bit or here and there. Anyway, on this one here, we've got a little bit of damage on the front. Nothing we can't work with. We're going to just keep doing the same thing. Here's a good example right here where I'm going to go in. I'm just going to take the pencil and just do it in a circular motion like so. Okay. Wear and tear, you know it. I mean, it happens. Fleet tractors, you know, it isn't like having a custom or anything, okay? And that's what it's going to look like. Got a little bit over here too. Let me show you that. You just want to come in with the pencil again, and you're just going to do it in a circular motion like so. Okay. Take your measure eraser. Work it out. It also kind of buffs everything out. You'll see an area right here, like right here where the grill goes on. You just want to work it just like that. And then take your eraser and work it like that. And that's what we have on the cabs right now. Now, we've got some stuff that's going to be going on. I've got to get, lighting's got to go in right here. These are going to be the singles on both of these cabs. These are old school. These are before they went to the white and the white and the red and, you know, and the green. They're going to have the CF logos on the side right here. We probably will have some white. We'll have some white here on the side of the tractor right in this area. So, you know, we're going to do a little weathering with them too, but we got to clear them first. Now, you probably scratch your head. How in the world do you clear these tractors? These have been cleared, by the way. And I use Future Floor Finish. Trying to think here. You should be able to get that stuff pretty much anywhere. I think Myers has the stuff still. I think that's the last place that I bought that. Just take a brush if you want. You can spray it. You can airbrush the stuff on, sure. But what I do is I also use a brush. Now, if you look up on top here, you're going to see it has, see how I put some like rust into that? It just looks like it's been a well-used tractor, and that's what we're trying to do here. There will be two on the loading docks. These are going to be the two. But it's going to blend well with the frame being weathered. I do not want something that's pristine. I want this to look as real as I possibly can get it. And we're going to have to do some marker on the wipers. I've got to black out seals around the windows. It's coming on that. That's not going to take that long to do. But anyway, that's what's going on with the cabs today. Been working on that. Move these over. Okay, now, next thing. I am working on, and have been, but there's a lot to do still. All right. We've got the motor bolts. Yeah, we're going to be working on these today. But right now, I wanted to show you guys some things on the interior tubs that I've been working on. I got a lot laid out here, so please bear with me. Okay, glass for the cabs. And we are going to be doing these because I showed you in the other video. Showed you guys in the other video when I made these headliners. And we're going to use Mod Podge, this stuff right here. You can get this at Hobby Lobby for sure. I don't know if the hobby store has these, but they might. I don't think I've ever seen them there. Or, if you want, you also can use white glue. Elmer's will be perfect, but this is good stuff. It won't mess your windows up, and if you get a little bit on it, don't worry about it. It'll be okay. It'll dry clear. Okay. Now, let's do this here. Yeah. Okay. We're going to open these up. Now, I want to say something to you guys. When you open these up and you pull them out, okay, be very, very careful, especially when you cut the glass out. I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay. Up here is not a problem. You can grab a hold of it. You want to get in as close as you can get. There we go. Okay. Take your hobby knife, if you don't drop it like I just did. Yeah. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Come in with the hobby knife. You're going to take your burr off. Carefully do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to buff out a window too also, but yeah, there we go. Yep. Okay. There's one. Here goes number two. Keep your bags. You don't want to put this right back in them. That way you don't get a lot of scratches on your windshields. Okay, just same thing. That's going to be your back windows and your side window. Okay. You want to take this same thing, go easy on it. And also use your deburring tool here. Just kind of go in and try not to scratch the window any more than you have to on that. Yeah, we love that. Well, let's see what we can do here. There we go. That'll work. Okay, now use your piece of plastic. There we go. All right, you want to turn these over like so. Yeah. There we go. Make sure I get that stuff off the glass. We don't want that in with those. This is how they're going to fit, guys. They're going to go in like this. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to use Mod Podge. Okay, now we want to take one of these brushes you can get at the dollar store. Okay, I use it right out of the bottle. And what I'm going to do is just like that. Just like that. Okay. Same thing on this. Okay. Come in like an angle, just like that. Okay. Now you want to take these and just kind of put a little bit of pressure on them. You're really not going to see a whole lot of that when you put the window in. It'll dry clear. So anyway, that's how you do those. And it looks a lot more real. It looks like vinyl up on top. Okay, now, once you have them glued in, let them set somewhere to dry. Okay, we're going to set them right there. Got a little glue on there. We don't want that. If you get a little glue on your window, don't worry about it. But definitely try to wipe it off if you do. All right, there we go. Okay, now, next thing up. Wood grain on dashes. Okay, now, what do I do with this? First off, I use a gold Sharpie. And I lay the Sharpie down on the dash part. Okay, just like that. Let it dry for maybe 2 or 3 hours. I did this before the video because if I did it right away, it wouldn't work. Okay, I have a brown marker. That's the color. Right there. And you want to come in with this. And you just want to go right over the top of that gold. Okay. Just like that. Just take your time. You know, I mean, if the gold's a little wet, it won't hurt anything. But I recommend 2 or 3 hours. That way you know that that's going to go on okay. Okay. All right. And that's what you have. Just like that. Same thing on this. It's going to come in. There we go. There we go. And we got another one. So we got 2 dashes ready to go. They're on the wood grain. Okay, now, with that being what it is, A little bit later, I'm going to add a more of a red brown to that. We're going to let it sit for a while. I'm going to set it over here on my tool and let them dry a little bit. We'll touch back on that again a little bit, but that'll be the next thing that we use. I think the next thing is going to be interior seats. Now, I'm going to do the same concept with the seats that I did with the headliner and the interior top. Now what's going to happen here is, there we are, right there. Okay, we're just going to cut these out. Okay, some of these seats we're going to have to put together, like the driver's seat's going to have to go together. Not a problem. But anyway, okay. These will have to be painted black. That will be coming up. All right, and then we'll need to do black on this one too. It's the same thing, so it's just 2 tractors. Where you at? There you are. So, that. Like I said, black on these. Okay, now we'll just deburr them. Won't take long. It's going to be paper tape, you know, the same type that we have on the headliner there, and everything. So that'll be good. Just, you know, want to make sure that when you put the paper tape over the top of the seats that it's going to look real. You don't want it, you know, like a burr sticking out or something like that. Stuff like this is easy to do, and it really does. I mean, it kicks it up an extra notch. I mean, I'm all in. Looking for techniques that definitely do this. This is stuff that I've learned over the years in building these trucks. They give you a decent kit to work with, and when they do, you have to use some creativity to figure out what you want to do and find ways to make it better. And if you do that, you'll be all right. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then the frames, once we get them painted, that's going to be another day, but we'll get there. Okay, now, let's see here. Let's see here. Anyway, it'll be paper tape on here. Right now, I'm trying to find that, and I do apologize, guys, but I can't seem to find it. I had it here a few minutes ago. Anyway, it's going to be the same concept on all the seats. Basically, what's going to happen is it's going to be paper taped, and we've got a burr on that. There we go. Okay. Let me see here. Well, we had it. Okay, but anyway, we're going to have to move on here. I'm going to do started some engine builds here real quick, get going on that, and show you some things that I'm going to be doing. And maybe I'll find the paper tape here between now and then. I do apologize for that, guys. Never mind, I found it. Okay, there's paper tape. Okay, now we're back to this again. Alright. Now, we're going to start with these two. There we go. Now, if you wrinkle these seats, I mean, it's not going to be wrong. I mean, it's just not. I mean, old seats, you know, that are in a tractor, They do wrinkle, and it's just part of the wear and tear thing. And what you want to do is you want to press that to where you can see the indentations of the pattern right there. Go ahead and wrap that around the back. Okay, just like that. Okay, same thing on this side. Wrap it all the way around. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. Take our knife. Just like that. That's the back of the seat, front of the seat. Okay, you're going to have another piece that's going to be folded over the top. Oh my God. Well, let's go on the bottom here. There we go. Okay, same deal. We're going to wrap it. Okay. There you go. And like I said, just take your knife end. You see the indentations there. And that's what you want. I mean, it's going to make it look real. I mean, that's why they do that. You know, they do it because they're trying to make sure that that detail, how the seats would look in this, that's what they want. Yeah, it makes sense. So you want to take this, going to overlap the top, just like that. Fold it. There you go. Now we're going to do the bottom and the side. And I'll come down here and do the same thing. Going to put it on like that. About like that. Fold it. And we may not want to do that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to just do it like this. Just like that. All right. And we'll take this, put it on like that, fold it. Now you got a little bit of here white in the back here. Not a problem. What we're going to do is we're just going to come in. And just like that. Fold it around. And there you go. That's your seat. And same thing on this one. Fold it over. Fold it over there. Okay. Fold it. Okay. Just like that. Fold it over. Just like that. Just like that. On top. That. Okay, we got a little bit here on the side. Gonna fix it. That. Going out. Okay. Got a little bit sticking up there. Just take your knife like so. That'll be good. There's both your seats, the passenger side. Now we're going to do the cushion for the driver's side right here. This should not take that long. Put it down like that. Fold it under. Same thing here. Okay, just like that. Okay, on the sides. Now, just bear in mind something. These hinges right here have got to go on the side of the seat right here. So bear that in mind when you're doing this. You've got to keep it as much far away from that as you can. So you want to come in like so and stop right there. Okay, fold it. Fold it. Okay. A pair of scissors. See how you have that still there? Because you're going to be putting these together like this. And that's why you don't want to get too much down on that. Just like that. Okay, we're going to come over on this side and do the same thing. Like that. Now, I have to also say another thing here. There's a square right here that your frame is going to go into for the driver's seat. You want to trim around that the best you can and lift that out. You want that out of there. You don't want it stuck there because you're going to have to put the frame in that. So here's what you have at the end. That's what you have right there. You'll see the little square thing right here. Just make sure that that's not up inside of that. The parts that I was talking to you about have to be painted black. Well, anyway, that's one of them. There's one of your driver's seat done. It'll be the same thing on that. And we're going to do this one real quick here. Let's see here. It's like that. Fold. Okay. Like that. Okay. You want to take our knife on that square right here, trim around it, like so. Lift it. There's your square. You're not going to see the white there, so don't worry about that. That's done. Okay, now for these. These are going to go pretty quick also. Now we have to realize something. We are going to take Sharpie, Sharpie to make them metal, and that's going to happen. So you want to stay away from these as much as you can. Let's see here. This should go pretty quick here. We're just going to come over the top here. That. Okay, hold on. Come down through like that. Fold back. Okay, just like that. And you want to take this. Fold it over. Same thing on this side. Just like that. Take this. That. Fold it up. There you go. Same thing with this. Fold it over, fold it over. There we go. Come over to the same thing, like that. Bring it all the way over, crossed, fold. There you go. So the seats are covered. And that's what you have right there. So those are good. Ready for the cab whenever we're ready to go there. That's down the road here. Then we're going to get into some motors. Now this is what I am going to do. We're doing the radiators and motors. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Okay. And we're just going to cut these out. Okay. Definitely going to want to deburr these. Just take all the flashing off. This kit really isn't too bad on flashing. It really isn't. Really working hard for BlizzardCon, guys. I'm in Columbus, Ohio, which is going to be on February of 26. So I'm trying to get this project done. I've got the loading docks. We're going to be changing some gears here. But right now, just trying to get these tractors built it's been pretty crazy. We're just trying to do it and keep you guys up to speed on what's going on. And yeah, there we go. I appreciate my darling wife who works with me on the time during the day. I try to get a couple hours a day in to keep this project moving. She's a very artistic person as well, so she understands. Seems like when I get in, a couple hours flies by really quick. Just the creative juices start to flow, and before you know it, you got 2 hours are just gone. So it goes quick, and that's just all there is to it. Okay, now what I usually do is I get my silver Sharpie, and we're going to do the inside of these. Where are you at? Good to have a gator clip, just like so. Just this is what I'm doing. For the inside and everything for the core. This is going to be a silver one. It's not going to be black. Most generally they were, but then this particular model they won't be because of the way that they look in the tractor. So I've looked at some reference photographs, and that gives me some highlights on how things look. And I know the motor will be done in like a green. It's going to be like a green. I don't know. Let's see, where is it? That's going to be the color of the motor. Laguna. So just trying to get every color accurate. I mean, these are going to be older tractors. Now, did the colors look like that then? I all the research that I've done, I'm going to say yes. Could I be wrong on that? Yeah, it's possible. I'm trying to get it as accurate as I can get it. I really am. So, I don't know. This is what we're doing. So, all right. Well, okay. Well, there's one. I'm going to do number 2 here. All right. Turn this over and get some of the silver Sharpie on there. It won't be good. People have asked me how I got in this hobby. It's kind of funny. I've been doing this for 40 years, and I tell a story about my mother, who, very smart woman. She figured out that I needed something to keep me busy when I was younger, and at the 12 years of age, they decided to her and my dad to buy me a stack of model cars. And with that being what it is, after that, I think the model bug bit me. There we go. So, yeah, I've been building ever since and just having fun. I love to create, so this is my thing. All right, let's see here. So, I may need to look at some instructions here, but I think pretty much I know where I need to be here. Let's take that off. I'm thinking about doing a part 2 on this, so if I do, bear with me. I'm trying my best to get the information that you guys might be able to use, and your comments are deeply appreciated. Subscribe if you care to, guys. That means a lot. That means I'm getting it right, and you guys are getting something out of this. And if not, make comments. Tell me what's going on. I'm always open to suggestions, and I don't know everything, but I tell you what, I am doing everything I can. I know what works for me, but I don't mean it's going to work for everybody. Some people might have a different, take on things, and that's okay. We're good with that. That's the part about this whole thing that is, you know, all the way around. So, all right. Yeah, guys, I think we're going to end up with a take two on this. If we do, this is going to be over an hour. I hope I am helping you guys, and I hope these things are, uh, you know, giving you some great ideas and just showing you some of the concepts that I'm using to make this happen. So anyway, all right. Well, look, I'm gonna sign off at the moment right now, and we'll be doing a take two tonight. So stick with me. Take care. Bye.